I'd like to call to order the Monday, December 9th, 2019 Charter Township of Oxford Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. If everyone would please stand, pay your respects to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Note the roll.
Noted.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve tonight's agenda as presented.
Second. Motion and seconded. All in
Second.
favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Moving on to item 5A, the approval of our regular meeting minutes of November 4th, 2019.
I move that we approve the November 4th, 2019 meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Second, okay. Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Moving on. Item number 6, which is public comments for items not on this evening's agenda. Anyone from the public wishes to come forward, please single file behind the mic. Seeing none, we'll move on. We're gonna get somebody someday, you know that. Item 7, regular business. This is ZBA item 008.19, 1692 Lakesville Drive, parcel 04 28 377005. The applicant is Brian and Lori Jones. Proposed construction of a 275 square foot addition. The subject property is located in an R1 single-family district. Location is located in Lakeland subdivision, west of Beckley Street, east of Maloney Street on Lakeview Drive. Approval of this application as submitted would require a variance in accordance with zoning ordinance 67A, Article 3.7, Schedule of Regulations. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Please come forward, state your name and address for the record, and what you are proposing, and what you would like from us.
Lori Jones, 1692 Lakesview Drive, Oxford, Michigan.
Brian Jones.
What do you mean?
I'm Tony Alfonso with First Class Constructions. I'm working with the Jones on the project.
Okay.
I'll kind of give you just a brief little idea of what's happening. If you look at the, I don't have anything on the screen, I guess. If you look at your paperwork, you can see how the house is kind of canted on the irregular lot. And currently it meets the setback requirements at the both front pieces. And adding on to it as we're trying to do, we're encroaching by 4.5 inches at the front tip of the addition. We already have the master bedroom kind of at a minimum of 11 feet, which is barely going to fit a bed and 2 nightstands basically in the room. So we try to keep it at a minimum. So we had 2 options, was to come in for the variance or do a setback off the side of the house, which we really didn't want to do, just for sheer look and function of the room once again. So I guess at that point, I'll see if you guys have any questions.
Single-story house?
Correct.
You looked at obviously finding a way to reduce it potentially. I mean, it's a small addition to the building.
Yeah, it's basically because the house is on a cant, the lot is kind of an irregular shape, it just catches that front tip. But we'd have to reduce the addition by approximately a couple of feet in order to pick up that 4 inches of clearance, basically. And like I stated, we're already kind of at a minimum for the master bedroom, space-wise.
So that the east line of the house would be kind of consistent, right? Instead of notching it back is what you're saying.
Correct.
What is the intended use for this addition?
It's gonna be a master bedroom.
Master bedroom?
Correct.
Yeah, and the reason is because right now we've got a 3-bedroom house, and we've got 2 kids, but our daughter's room is super
Yeah,
tiny,
you have the
so we're
plans
trying
in
to
front
add onto the front so we can use the existing rooms for our 2 kids.
And you are meeting the front yard setback, correct, which I believe is 25 feet?
Correct, yes, correct. Yeah, we're at 28.5 on the front setback.
Have you had any conversations with your neighbor closest to you?
Both sides have, actually, and we brought a letter with us. They both signed an agreement. letter.
If you could bring that forward, like, see that, for the record. Can I have a copy, or? Wow, that is just wonderful. I have nothing for you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I can put it with you, Kyle. Thank you.
What's the square footage of the new addition? Your applications, one note says 275 and your application says 260.
I will, give me 1 second, I'll confer. It's 275, so that's a mistake on that paperwork.
Is it just bookkeeping, Deanna, to change from 260 to 275 on the Charter Township of Oxford building permit?
Will there be a change? Well, he didn't receive a building permit yet because we didn't find the
So
zoning.
they can change it,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
but there's not an
It
issue.
does say approximately.
It's the same price anyways.
Any other questions for the applicant? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
At this time, 7:06, I will open up the floor for public comment. Anyone from the public here? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and move on to any board member comments, additional comments. If not, we'll move on to our findings of fact. Hearing none, we'll go to that. Pursuant to 17.8 of our zoning ordinance, in reviewing the request for the variance, the following standards for determining practical difficulty shall be considered with no single factor being determinative. Strict compliance with restrictions governing area, setback, frontage, height, density, and other non-use manners will unreasonably prevent the owner from using the property for a permitted purpose or render ordinance conformity unnecessarily burdensome. Board member comments.
Well, these are non-conforming lots anyway, so
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you deal with, how you're making it more non-conforming, but we have dealt, obviously, in this area over the years with
consistently.
pretty much everything.
Yeah.
My opinion, it might be a little bit different if we had, a front yard issue, but the side yard,
Yeah.
I think it does apply.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's been extensive remodeling over in that area, the neighbors and things.
Okay. The variance will do substantial justice to the applicant as well as to other property owners. Obviously, it's gonna benefit the property owner and a nicer bedroom will probably bring up property values, so I think it applies.
I would agree.
A lesser variance than requested would not give substantial relief to the applicant or will not be more consistent with justice to other property owners. Well, a lesser variance, we did talk about that, notching the building, obviously, creates a little irregularity to it. A neighbor,
Yeah. It's just not gonna make it very attractive if
No.
you try doing it.
when you're looking for feet, it it wouldn't look good, that's for sure. Any other comments? The need for the variance is due to unique circumstances peculiar to the property and not generally applicable into the area or to other properties in the same district.
Absolutely.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
that's
unique, and it actually does apply to other ones, because
It does.
I think we've only done 6 or 7 over the years.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to count ones we haven't.
And finally, the problem and resulting need for the variance has not been self-created by the applicant or the applicant's predecessors. I think it applies. I don't think they obviously didn't create this, and at some point in time, it might have met some rule.
Right.
Who knows what, but it certainly might.
Maybe.
All right, any other comments? If not, we'll entertain a motion in this matter.
Regarding ZBA 00819, address 1692 Lakesview Drive, partial 0428377-005. Applicant owner Brian and Lori Jones. I motion that we grant the variance, section 3.7, allowing a 5-foot side setback variance from the total required 12.5, where the half-foot exists on the northwest side, and a 7-foot setback is proposed along the southeast corner in order to allow a 275 square foot addition on the front southeast corner of the house. This decision is based on the public hearing and discussion within the facts of finding.
I would second that.
Second, any discussion on the motion? Roll call vote? Madam Secretary? I know you've been here for a while, I know. It's been a while, I just gotta do it.
I'll borrow my pen.
Yep, you can't get by, you can't get out of it.
Walters,
Yes.
Nold,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes,
Payne, yes. Motion carries.
motion carries, you have your variance.
You'll have this done by Christmas?
Maybe next.
Next year. Have a good night, folks. You're welcome. Moving on to board member comments, any comments? I have one. 925, there's an LED display sign on that. Has that been permitted?
Yes.
She said sheepishly.
We've been pulling all the signs, we pull them out, the one that you guys approved. I have it handy, almost gonna make a poster out of it. And we went through it and it is allowed.
Even with the change, he's got changeable copy, but he's also advertising on it. It's not just the 925 social. There's an LED company that's there, and there's another, there's like 3 or 4 changes that happen. There's not really the one's the business, but the 2 or 3 other images or things that happen are not the business. You might want to see it, you might want to look at it.
Is he advertising outside sources?
He's advertising the sign company. LED signs has like an 800 number or something on it. And then another one, it's a great day to be in the USA or something. I don't know what it exactly says. But then he has the 925 social. I was just curious. I drove by and went,
Okay.
oh,
I didn't see that part because it's, driving by, I'll run into somebody that looks wrong. But I will, bring that up on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because that's not allowed, and we know that he was allowed to have it to, advertise the businesses within.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, he put it on top of a sign that's still exceeding past it, but he has that square space to use that you
right.
guys
I know we
did.
kind of spent a long time working on the signs, and I
Yeah.
guess if it is an electronic sign, it's still a sign.
I'd have to check the ordinance, or I talked with them, the zoning official, 'cause I really couldn't tell you what they're allowed to put on there.
Yeah.
Good question.
As fast as those things change, it almost is
Right.
changeable copy.
I mean, that's the problem, the sign's allowed, but I don't know if we have rules on what can be,
Well, I don't think we ever envisioned it changing and being advertising.
right, but I don't know if we have, right.
Just curious.
But the LED sign was approved. Not favorably, but it was approved at the,
The fire department can't get an LED sign.
they're in the village.
I know.
All right, any other board member comments? Besides my naggy little ones.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Right back
Merry
at you.
Christmas.
Now with that, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
opposed?
Good job,
Sorry,
I don't
Deanna.
have to call Uber.